Good morning, everyone. And it's a beautiful morning to see all the bright faces sitting here.
Today, we embark on a journey to explore the evolving landscape of financial planning, its global impact, and the pivotal role each one of you plays in shaping the future of this profession.
On behalf of PhD Chamber of Commerce and Industry, it is my privilege to welcome you all and the entire team of FPSB India for making this international conference possible today. I see a hall full of experts, certified financial planners who have come from all over the world, and it's truly a delight to see such a packed auditorium early in the morning. We truly cherish the partnership which we have created with FPSB India. We did a couple of programs earlier, and then we sort of decided that we need to take it to the next level, and here we are today.
It's a great pleasure to welcome you all to this conference on financial planning. PHDCCI is 120 years old organization. We are indeed very, very grateful to you all for coming here for this conference, because finance is one thing which touches our life each and every day. I think financial planning is extremely critical, very, very important for all of us.
Education as foundation of economic empowerment. Education is the bedrock of economic development, but to unlock its full potential, we must embed financial education into our mainstream learning from school to university. This will not only enhance individual well-being but also foster a generation of responsible, financially literate citizens who can make informed decisions for themselves, their families, and the nation. A financially aware society is a self-reliant society, and this is key to building an economically empowered Bharat.
For us as CFP professionals, what is really very important is that we should move ahead and educate people at large, right? So education will play a very important role. And as we say that, when we educate people, we empower them. When we empower them, obviously we create more opportunities for them in the form of employability, in the form of entrepreneurship. And that's what is our focus as FPSB India through the community and the family of CFP professionals. Do you know that today we are 3,359 professionals in this country? Right, and we have grown very, very fast. One of the fastest growing markets for FPSB today. We have that kind of a potential to actually take it ahead, and we will keep on the momentum. We will not slow down.
I'd like to extend my gratitude to the Chamber of Commerce, to FPSB India for inviting and hosting this event as well. It's a great honour and a privilege to be here to be able to address this conference. Also, I'd like to also acknowledge the international guests that are here as part of the APAC Forum, as part of the FPSB network. Some of them you'll see speaking here today, so thank you for their participation. I'd also like to call out, we have a board director from FPSB Global here, Eunice Chan, who's representing the board here, so thank you for coming. Financial planning is an emerging global profession in many different countries. The advancement of its emergence is much faster than others, and it's fair to say that I think there is a big movement on foot here in India. A great thanks to Krishan Mishra for fusing that, if you like, over the last couple of years and really putting that on the front pages here. I think many of you will agree that FPSB India, the financial planning profession, and CFP certification is front and centre in very much of the publications, and very much of the awareness and interest as a result of that has grown substantially, and I congratulate him and his team for all that work.
My name is David Sharpe. I'm the chairman of the Financial Advice Association in Australia. I'm also a practitioner. I run a small financial planning practice in Perth, Western Australia. So, like you, I see clients all day, every day, dealing with their concerns, their fears, their issues, and helping them achieve their desired life, their goals, their ambitions. So, I feel it. I get it. I get the challenges that we face, but I also see the opportunities and the changes that we make to our clients' lives and the benefits for that.
How do you help people make smart choices? Now, there's no one-size-fits-all strategy that we can talk about. It will depend on the age of the subscriber. It will depend on the lifestyle choices. It will depend on income. It will depend on access to information. Most importantly, it will depend on the financial mindset.
The remarkable rise of the domestic Indian investor, the opportunities and challenges that this trend brings with it, the need for informed and responsible investing to ensure sustained capital formation, the crucial role of registered financial planners in this journey. Let me start with the unmistakable trend of the steady rise of the Indian investor. Over the past few years, we have witnessed an extraordinary transformation in India's investor landscape. The number of unique investors in our capital markets under the SEBI umbrella has grown from 4.2 crores or 42 million people in March 2020 to over 13 crores or over 130 million people today.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, with this, I am delighted to announce the launch of special publication by FPSB India, all about financial planning education, authored by Ms. Amisha Sethi, Senior Vice President, Policy and Communication. I feel proud that we are unveiling today at International Financial Planning Conference 2025.
All the panelists, Sarah, Dante, Nick, Krishan and Shri. Am I pronouncing it right? Thank you, thank you. So after this motivational speech of the regulator, I think we are straight jumping into looking at the global vision, what we have, a common global shared vision, and we have all the people who would talk about what is happening in different markets and how can we replicate. And this is the right time because the shifting economic, demographic or regulatory environment, this is the right time to discuss this, that a certification like CFP, how it can help and what exactly it means and how across diverse markets it's behaving and what are the things we can do more.
When we carry passport, we have an opportunity to move out of the country. Yeah. And that's what we talk about, that this passport can actually give you an opportunity to go ahead and work anywhere in the world. However,
I think one is demand and need. I mean, the relevance, as we go across many markets across the world, the demand and need for personal financial planning is growing at a large rate, and that's reflected in the many territories in which the demand for the CFP certification continues to grow.
But it's really, really clear that there are such strong links between the professions in India and Australia. Totally agree with Dante and Krishan. It really is the only designation that is truly global, but it is underpinned by principles that are really important that no other qualification can match. And I think the fiduciary duty, the obligation to put the interests of the client first, is something that is consistent in every territory, that sets CFP apart in every territory. It is a mark of trust.
receive financial planning services as expected, CFP marks itself can give clients peace of mind. So peace of mind is a trust in building trust with clients. So we need to keep the CFP mark properly, and we need to maintain the global standards that is relevant to the evolving needs of clients and society.
We need more people to choose to be a financial planner when they grow up. We have a war for talent, and so we want the best and the brightest in any country to join our profession. And to do that, we need to demonstrate a really clear professional pathway with something that has this aspirational certification at the end of it.
What an electrifying afternoon today. And with all women panel on the stage, it just, the energy gets even better, yeah? Very, very honored to moderate this panel today with highly influential, decorated women out there who have indeed been a flag bearer of financial education, financial services, and financial services planning across the globe. It's not just restricted to India or one part of the territory.
With the advisory style, the leadership style, and then bring back the holistic well-being, right, to take care of the client's well-being. So they are not just the planner, but they are literally taking the well-being of the clients into the considerations of what the clients actually needed in their life and understand the clients deeply.
What is very important here is that inclusivity is incredibly important both for our clients as well as our fellow professionals. So I think what it is that it starts with being intentional, being absolutely intentional about who we serve. It's intentional about how we communicate. It's being intentional about who we actually welcome into the profession.
She has equipped herself with the skills which the corporate world could not have offered her. And those skills are, if not more important, equally important in corporate world of the 21st century, where not only muscle power, but brain power makes money.
I believe that it is not about being a woman or a man or about gender bias. I think it's more about skilling. So even if you are a woman, but you are skilled and you're good at your profession, everybody has to prove themselves, whether it's a man or a woman. I feel if you are equipped with the right skills, with the right certifications, and you prove yourself the job, there's no barrier.
I think a person will only trust you with their life planning, financial planning, because it's almost like you become the person's shadow. So through his life events or her life events, child being born, to marriage, to a loan, to a demise in the family, you would be there tackling a lot of situations. So I think at that point, it becomes gender neutral, and then it is more on your competence and your credibility.
Actions, goals. Strategy is something else. And if these are not strategies, but goals and actions and so on, then what is a strategy? A strategy is a process. A strategy is not the end or a starting point. A strategy is a process to achieve what you have designed to achieve.
So by 2047, India envisions to become Viksit Bharat, a developed nation. And when we say developed nation, as we complete 100 years of independence, we do not mean only economic growth, we mean inclusive growth. And in inclusive growth, it means that each and every citizen has got tools, has got education, accessibility, and technology to ensure that they prosper and in a wider manner, then the entire country prospers.
My humble submission is, think about us as a country. We've moved from zilch to $2,800 per capita. And typically when a person starts making money, he or she first fulfills his or her aspirations and then moves towards the needs. I think India till now has been trying to fulfill their aspirations. The need to buy a car is far superior than need to invest.
Like the verticals that I'm personally handling in PHDCCI, education is one very big subject for me, and not just at a personal level, but also through the chamber, we have worked extensively with the government on the framing of the education policy. Now, the entire subject of financial literacy, financial education is something which has been talked about extensively in the National Education Policy 2020. So, one of the mandates in the policy is that financial literacy has to be an intrinsic part of life skills, which every child must have.
Just the professor was talking about banking without branches. I think India is a very different country. So we have 23,000 branches and we have 77,000 banking correspondents. So the whole objective of these banking correspondents is to do these awareness program all across the country in the villages and also.
And people like us sitting here, manufacturers, practitioners, institutions, together need to think about consolidation. It is no fun moving at a pace. The knowledge gap is actually serious. Finance is more about EQ and less about IQ. But your ability to manage emotions or the EQ quotient is not that easy.
So, we'll be back soon with another flagship gathering, the India Financial Planning Conclave 2025, where we'll be celebrating the next generation of CFP professionals through the new CFP certificate ceremony. So stay tuned, as exciting times are ahead, you can see that. And with that, we close this incredible chapter. From everyone at FPSB India, we are humbled. And thank you for sharing your time, your minds, and your spirits with us today. Let's continue to build a financially empowered India. Namaste. Thank you.
And a lot of knowledge, experience sharing is happening over here, a good networking is happening. That's really helping us how we can do better for our clients.
I am very keen to guide people in their financial journey.
Really enjoyed doing it is actually seeing so many of my colleagues from around the world who are involved with the Financial Planning Standards Board. So it was good to see them again. As a woman, we want to see equity in women's leadership throughout our profession.
Room is just full of energy that energizes me. I have gone through almost close to 38 years of working. Financial planning, especially CFP, has helped me to open door to employment, especially for decision-making role and in the leadership role as well.
Save the maximum, invest the maximum in growth assets. You won't even realize how the money grows.
Amazing. Being CFP is not about only about being adding value to clients' life, but it first started with adding value on my own personal life as well.
The kind of value it will add to your own career and your own personality and your own money, that you would love it.
Well hosted here at the PHDCCI and with FPSB India. The sessions were great, the speakers have been fantastic.
I think this is the best time in our country to be, in this kind of a profession.
The basic energy and the quality of people that I met together and the whole conversation that revolved around financial inclusion and financial literacy was a great thing to be part of.
It's a proud feeling when I tell someone that I am a certified financial planner professional, one amongst 3,200 in India. That's a proud feeling to tell.
So I will urge all the women to please go for it.
I would like to thank FPSB and PhD Chamber of Commerce for this session. And today's day is very interesting for me because weather is good. So in the lot of international speakers are there, and they give an insights on financial planning.
That's a wonderful feeling. See, being a CFP professional, one of the biggest thing is that you are able to give back. You are able to make a difference. I'll say there are three kind of people that makes difference in the life of the people: teachers, doctors, and CFP professionals. So being able to make difference to somebody else is great.
If she becomes a CFP professional, she can bring a positive change in the financial life of the people.
We're here to sort of make sure they're furthering their profession and their professional journey, but also to improve the lives of their clients, and that definitely made me smile.